I'm Felicia Prasad with your Caribbean news on the national and international scene. Caribbean nations are on high alert amid growing cases of swine flu globally. While there has been no identifiable cases of swine flu in the Caribbean, the region is taking a proactive stance. In the CARICOM nation of Belize, all major public weekend events were canceled, while the Bahamas quarantined a total of 10 students and teachers who returned from Mexico. Grenada also quarantined 2 people who returned from Mexico, but said Thursday that tests were negative. And Barbados' Minister of Health Donville Innes confirmed that at least 2 local samples had been sent off to the Caribbean Epidemiology Center in Trinidad and Tobago to be tested for the virus after an increased number of people with flu-like symptoms began seeking medical attention. 5 Caribbean nations have been identified by the U.S. government as potential terrorist transit points. The 5 are the Dominican Republic, Trinidad and Tobago, Cuba, Jamaica, and the CARICOM nation of Belize. They were all identified as areas of possible terror risks in the Western Hemisphere in the latest U.S. country reports on terrorism. Congresswoman Yvette Clarke is stressing her Caribbean Count bill is not a call for an additional race category on the U.S. Census form. The Congresswoman's comments come amid some erroneous claims that the bill is meant to divide the Black community. But Clarke said the bill lobbied for by CaribID requires only that questionnaires used in the taking of any decennial census include a checkbox so respondents may indicate Caribbean ancestry while also ticking their ethnic group. CaribID officials insist the bill will actually help to boost the Black count since more people of Caribbean heritage may now be encouraged to get involved in the census. Turning now to news from Jamaica, a day after he walked away unharmed from a car crash, the world's fastest man has dropped out of the Kingston Invitational race. Usain Bolt skipped Saturday's running of the International in Kingston as a precaution. Ricky Sims, his agent, says his client opted out since he stepped on turns as he got out of his wrecked BMW Wednesday following an accident and injured his left foot. Bolt reportedly lost control of his car on a Jamaican highway and ended up in a ditch, almost totaling his car. He, however, suffered no major injuries. And in sports, Jamaican Olympian Asafa Powell is vowing to make it up to fans he disappointed at last Saturday's Penn Relays. Powell is promising fireworks when he returns to New York's Icahn Stadium for the Reebok Grand Prix on May 30th. On April 25th, in front of thousands of Jamaican fans, the world's second fastest man pulled up and dropped out of the 4x100 meters of the U.S. versus the World Showdown at the Penn Relays. And that concludes your Caribbean news for this week. Remember, for Caribbean news 24/7, you can log on to CaribWorldNews.com.